So this is the third and final part of this series. The image of Christ that you have been spoon-fed since childhood is not him. The thing is, the Bible wants us, not to create any graven image of anything in heaven and on earth and even under the earth. Now, if you are going to make an image, who is the most suitable candidate that you have to create an image of? Isn't it the one that with power? Isn't it the one that has a proven track record of raising people who were dead, who actually have been dead? Isn't it the one who walked on water? Isn't it the one who has a proven track record of healing the sick, healing cripples? Isn't it the one who has power, to multiply 2 loaves of bread and 1 fish to feed 12,000 people, and it didn't even happen once? If you want to create an image, don't you create an image in something that has power? Why do you create image in a person who did not perform any miracles, signs, wonders, did not heal anybody, did not raise the dead, did not walk on water, did not multiply 2 loaves of bread to feed 12,000 people? Why don't you do that? And so I'm telling you, that image you people are praying to, you are calling Mary, it's not Mary. Do your research. You see, if you read the book of Daniel and the vision that was shown to King Nebuchadnezzar about that statue with the golden head, and then if you come down, was made of iron and clay. In that same time, the same era of the iron and clay, that is the era, and that is the time of the Roman Empire. And in that same time of the Roman Empire, that is when that stone will come from nowhere to smash the feet of this statue that King Nebuchadnezzar saw and crash everything down. We are still in the realm and the era and the time where the Roman Empire is the one still controlling things. When they came and decided to come to Christ, they did not turn away from their pagan practices and worship. What they did was a rebranding. They did not leave their pagan practices. They did not leave their pagan worship. They just rebranded it. They just put a new label on it. They just put a new logo on it, but it's the same system, the same engine. It's time to wake up. Why do you call yourself the mother church? Why do you try to take that ownership? When Christianity started with Jesus Christ and his 12 apostles, why do you want to take ownership of something that does not belong to you? I'm telling you something. It's time to wake up. Call yourself, you see, they try to call themselves their mother church so that what? You'll be able to control anything that calls itself a church. You'll be able to manipulate. You know what started the Christian movement? When it wasn't the Roman Catholic Church. So they have no right to call themselves the mother church. We know where Christianity started from. We know why they killed the apostles, to stop the move of the power of the Holy Spirit. Spirit of Jezebel that wants to control everything by force. It's time to wake up. When you hear some of these things, don't sleep on them. And if all I'm saying in this video, if you have any doubt, go to God in prayer and say, God, this is what he's saying. Is it true or is he lying? And let God reveal to you. Let God confirm some of the things I'm saying to you. Every time you are quick to brush things off, brush things aside, You know, a lot of time, when you come to Christians, when somebody is saying something and it feels different from what they have told you, it feels different from what you've heard all the time, go to God in prayer and let's say, God, this is what he's saying. Is he true or is he lying? And let God reveal to you. I'm telling you. We are in the year of truth. When some of this information, some of these things like this I'm saying comes to you, take it to God in prayer. Say, God, reveal the truth in this to me. Is he telling the truth or is he lying? God, reveal the truth in what he's saying to me. This is what we have to do. 2024. A lot of things are coming. There are a lot of things in the pipeline. There are a lot of things in the pipeline coming. I mean, I've done my best. I've shared a lot with you. Why? To keep you prepared, to keep you on your toes, so that you are not taken by surprise. Because the enemy loves the element of surprise. He loves it. Element of surprise, he loves the element of surprise. So this is the time. I've also said, get a physical Bible. Get a physical Bible. If you can get the older versions, you can buy the ones you find in antique, somewhere before the 15th century. Because if you look closely, if you look at history and all that, there is something that happened right around the 14th, 15th century. Something happened, because when you even look at the maps of the world, if you look at the maps prior to the 15th, 16th century, you see a lot of things. They expose a lot of things. They talk about a lot of things. The cartographers of those days, they indicated a lot of things on these maps. But after the 15th century, 16th century, 17th, 18th century, you see a totally different thing. Something happened in that time, and as we are going on, as time goes, God is going to reveal and expose all those things. He's going to expose them. Something happened, around the 15th century. If you've looked around closely, you see, even with technologies. A lot of the things we are seeing today, a lot of the technologies, electric cars, we think it's just today. Electric cars have been so many years. Electric cars have been there so many years. Why? Because in those days, people were not restricted. So people followed their heart. They followed what came to them naturally. So everybody went around chasing about something. Everybody wanted to invent something. You ask yourself, why is it that in the times we find ourselves, right from somewhere the 18th, 19th century coming upwards, if you look closely, a lot of inventions went down. A lot of the number of inventions, a lot of things people were doing went down. But if you look at the human beings and our existence and all that, if you look earlier, from somewhere 11th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th century, you realize that everybody wanted to invent something. Why? Because people were not forced, you were not forced to go through a certain institution. So people were working on farms, they got a certain idea, they went there even without being through any institution. With that idea in their mind, they were able to create and invent certain things. And you ask yourself, why is it that this time that everybody is going to the university, it's difficult for people to invent? It's difficult for people to create. Why? There's something about our history. And as time goes on, God is going to reveal it. He's going to expose what is the enemy is trying to hide from us. Listen, this thing I'm talking about, I'm saying, this will not be the first time you hear it. Other people will be sharing other things. I'm telling you, I'm giving you one secret to say what? Anything that is coming to you that feels different from what you have been told, go to God in prayer and say, God, reveal this to me. If it is true, confirm this to me. And he'll bring truth to you. Thank you once again.